I'm Pallavi Tyagi, a digital marketing strategist, and I help entrepreneurs set up and optimize their marketing. So today's session is going to be another interview with another entrepreneur, and this is the second edition of talking about practical marketing for entrepreneurs. And today and next week, I'm going to talk to two different entrepreneurs. And we're going to talk about how they have been using Instagram for their business. And today I'll be talking to Hirna from Polki Studio. She's the founder of Polki Studio, and I can see that she's just joined. She's sending me a wave. So we'll find out how she gets the engagement on her Instagram profile and how she's been able to collect her followers all this time. And next week we'll be talking to Nishita from Swaskin. So she's joined as well. But let's go directly to Hirna and let's talk to her. All right, just 1 second. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Great, and thank you so much for joining.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
No problem. So I'm very excited to know, firstly, what your business is, and then we'll talk about Instagram. So maybe just start off with what your business is.
Okay, so basically, when I started this Polki studio, it was aimed at providing a jewelry solution for all the teenagers and the Gen Z, like all the minimalist jewelry, which is so in nowadays, but it's not very easy to find it.
Yeah.
So it was like my own search to find those jewelry that landed me over here, and I ended up making Polki Studio.
Okay.
Yes, so basically we just sell all kinds of jewelry for like modern wear.
All right. Cool. And what does polki mean?
Oh, Polki is a type of stone. So I actually a fun fact, my mother has an offline jewelry store as well. So the name of that store is Polki. So that's how I got the name Polki.
Okay, all right, cool. So I was looking at your Instagram profile, and I mean, you've got a lot of followers, but what I noticed more than the followers is that you do have a lot of engagement. Firstly, tell us how long have you been using Instagram, and what do you do to get that kind of engagement? Because everyone wants to know that.
Yeah, so I started the Polki Studio on Instagram like on 13th October 2020. So it's been almost 3.5 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Okay.
so not that long, but yeah. So the thing is that like currently the most important thing is engagement.
Yeah.
Like you can have 10,000, 11,000 followers, but like not much engagement or not much sales conversion doesn't help with your business.
Correct.
So yeah, so when you start, the first thing which is most important is hashtags, which I'm
Yeah.
sure that everyone knows about. And
Yeah.
in hashtag also one particular kind of hashtag, that is location hashtag. So because like whenever I suppose I want to purchase any XYZ thing, so if I just go to explore and use that hashtag, I am going to get all kind of suggestions. So I will use that XYZ thing in India.
Yeah.
So yeah, so in that way, location hashtag helps a lot.
Right.
Because like it's a very simple thing, but not many people use it.
Yeah.
But when customers, while finding things, they will use that thing.
Yeah, so I totally agree with that because I have started using location only maybe the last 2, 3 weeks or so. And I actually see in my insights that, I get like certain impressions through my hashtag, but I'm also getting through location. And I'm like, how does it make a difference? My business is totally remote. I'm helping people remotely. So it doesn't really matter what the location is.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess it helps with the algorithm.
Yeah, that's true. And not just algorithm, like even when customers are searching for a particular thing, they will like definitely their first priority will be to find that thing nearby only. So that's also how the location helps.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So what do you, I mean, you're only 3 months old, but the reason why I said wow was because, still you've got phenomenal following and
Yeah.
engagement. But what do you normally use Instagram for? Or, what kind of, like, does it help you with sales or does it help you with more brand awareness and customer queries?
No, no. So my Instagram is mainly like, sales oriented.
Okay.
So yes, and when I started, I to be honest, I haven't used the tool of paid promotion till now.
Okay.
Okay, but yes, I have collaborated with quite a few influencers, and that has really helped a lot.
Hmm.
Because when you collaborate with an influencer, like their audience already trust them. Doesn't matter
Hmm.
if the influencer has 7,000 followers or like 50,000 followers, but
Hmm.
whatever followers they have, they trust them, right? So
Hmm.
if they say that, okay, I got this particular thing and it is really cool and the quality is good, so people are going to believe it, and
Hmm.
that's how they will, come on your page.
Hmm.
So that thing has really helped me.
Okay, that's interesting. And do you have trouble identifying the right kind of influencer?
Oh yes, that's yeah, that's because like whenever like for small business owners like me, and especially when you are just starting, you don't have many funds, right? So
Hmm.
obviously you do want to collaborate with influencers, who have like quite a considerable following, but
Yeah.
they only do paid collaborations. They are
Hmm.
not into barter collaborations, right?
Hmm.
So it becomes quite difficult to look for, influencers. But like nowadays the easiest way to look for influencers is through reels. Like you
Yeah.
are going to come across so many influencers or so many people who have a considerable amount of following which can
Yeah.
benefit your business through reels.
Hmm. Okay, cool. So you're actually using a very recently launched Instagram feature to find to find influencers. That's
Yes.
interesting. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, great. All right. So you mentioned that you mainly use it for sales, but does that mean that all your posts are sale oriented? Like you say, oh, buy this, this is how much it is, or are you actually, maybe giving a story behind your post, or how are you basically engaging people is the question I think I want to
Okay,
ask.
yes. So, like most of my posts are like product catalogs only, but
Hmm.
I do, try to engage with my like, followers through
Hmm.
Instagram stories
Hmm. Hmm.
or through maybe even reels. Like recently I have started, using the reels function a lot. Like I make relatable reels, and like people will comment, oh wow, this happens with me as well. So
Oh,
that's how,
okay.
yeah, I
Yeah.
get to interact with them. Then
Hmm.
I interact with them on stories. Like if I find some cool, fashion hack or something, I'll just post it up and think like I will express my views on it, and then I'll ask that what are your views on it.
Hmm.
So that's
Hmm.
how I interact. But like my posts are basically brand catalog.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I have found that as a small business, it is extremely important to, identify with who your audience is. I mean, in your case, of course, you are the same age as your audience, and you probably
Yes,
have an interest in jewelry. But if even if you don't, I think the key to being a good marketer is to really put yourself in the shoes of your customer and then talk to
yes,
them in the
that's true.
same language.
Yes, that's true. That really helps a lot, being in the same mindset.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. I mean, and I know that I mean, always all social media platforms prioritize engagement over anything else. So like even if you get saves, I've recently seen that Instagram is changing its algorithm and prioritizing saves over anything, and likes are I think right at the end.
Yeah.
And that's very interesting, because when somebody's saving your post, and for instance, like I do a lot of knowledge posts, and 75% of my posts have been saved at least twice. So that's a
Yeah.
big boost for me because then I understand that at least what I'm putting out there is resonating with my customer. They understand, or they
Yes.
identify with it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
cool.
true.
Cool. All right. So just one last thing then. So if somebody is starting out on Instagram like you did just 3, 4 months ago, what would be the advice, or what would you tell them? Like, what should they think about when they start on Instagram?
Okay, so like the most important thing right now, according to me, is reels, because reels can give you a lot of exposure even with like, zero followers.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I have one hack for like growing through reels, which is like I'm sure that you might be having siblings or one or two best friends or even your like private account on Instagram. So
Yeah.
whenever you post a reel, you
Hmm.
ask to your friends to
Hmm.
like that reel and to save that reel. So
Hmm.
Instagram algorithm will boost that reel.
Oh,
So
okay.
so if
Hmm.
even like 3, 4 people like like and save in the first 5 minutes,
Hmm.
Instagram
Hmm.
algorithm boosts that reel.
Yeah.
So there are chances that it will reach more people.
Yeah, yeah. So you went with Reels because it was launched recently, and because the standard thing is, if any social media platform launches a new feature, they always prioritize that. So it just
Yes, that's
happened
true.
that your timing and Reel timing was exactly the same.
Yes, well, that's true. And also, like when I first joined Instagram, like to for my brand purpose, so
Hmm.
like I was focusing mainly on like catalogs and that thing only initially.
Yeah.
And through influencers, I was able to gain stable followers, and
Hmm.
conversions were also good, like sales conversions.
Hmm. Hmm.
But and I was a bit shy to put my face on whether be it through stories or through reels. But
Yeah.
then gradually I started talking with people, I interacted with people, and I realized that everyone is just so kind, and that reel is a feature worth trying. So,
Yeah.
and when I first gave it a try, like people were genuinely so kind. I have had some people who haven't purchased from me but have supported me throughout the journey, and it's
Right.
really great.
That's very nice to hear. So my homework is I'm going to check out your reels because as a marketer, I really struggle with reels. And I always think, how can I make it interesting for the other person? And I'm just reaching a dead end. So I'm going to check out your reels and, take some ideas from you.
Yes, sure.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. You gave us so much information in this, I think, like maybe 8 or 9 minutes. That was fantastic. And I hope that, people who didn't watch it today, at least go back and watch it because you gave like so many great pointers, good action
Yeah.
tips today. And thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much for having me here. Like it was a great opportunity for me to, to interact with your followers, and also like, my followers will get an insight into the way I function, the way I think. So I
Yeah.
guess it's a great thing.
Yeah,
So thank you
it
so
was
much.
my pleasure to talk to you.
Yeah, same here.
All right. Chalo. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
All right, so that was it. And like I told Hirna, I mean, in 10 minutes, she gave us so many tips, and I'm sure you'll find these tips very useful. Next week, I'll be talking to Nishita, and she would be joining us at 7:30 p.m. So anyway, don't worry about the timing and all and so much. I'll post it on my, I'll do a feed post and I'll do a story. So you don't have to worry too much about joining at the right time. And of course, you can always watch it later. And thank you so much for the great comments. I mean, it was totally my pleasure to talk to an entrepreneur who was so involved in what she was doing. And, she was like really on point. She knew that, reels are the thing that are working right now. She knows her audience. So I think that, she will do really well and her business will really flourish with Instagram. All right, then. So, if you do want to check out the previous interviews that I have done, I've talked to two entrepreneurs maybe about a month ago about WhatsApp business. And again, it's one of those tools that you don't think about it. Like you don't imagine that WhatsApp can get you some business. But still, go back and check the previous interviews. They're in my IGTV, so you can go back and have a look. And they're all short, all 15 minutes. So you'll get lots of information in that 15 minutes. You won't have to, spend too much time trying to get all that data. All right. So next Tuesday, do join in at 7:30 p.m. Look out for the posts on my profile, and I hope to see you again. Bye.